outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Here's Conley following the basket by Stephen Curry. Artest with the ball. Conley picks him up. Artest, good. 7 points in the game.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Outside Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Randall, and he drives in, and Randall throws it down.
And when Randall gets rolling on the drive, there's almost no stopping him. His size and athleticism are going to get him to the hoop.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniel. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Randall. Rebound by Ron Artest. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Dillingham. Covered by Cunningham. Dillingham with it. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Randall. Over James. And there's Randall on the assist from Dillingham.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Leading by 6. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
They've got Julius Randle. Dillingham is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Reed. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, well, look, you can bump them, but that's not going to stop LeBron James.
Minnesota trails by 8. Randle outside. Pass to Reed. Here's Dillingham. Covered by Mitchell. Randle against Jokic. And it comes off the front of the rim. LeBron gathering speed. And James throws it down.
Okay, King James. Look, there is no stopping Bron when he gets on the balance.
And, Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable. Creating some easy offense off the steal. LeBron James always lurking with those quick hands.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Changes for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Edwards comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Mike Conley in for Dillingham. 1:33 left in the second quarter. Poke loose. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Floats one up. And James with the layup. And that's now 6 points for LeBron.
And so deft with the floater. LeBron's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. The shot's good.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Conley finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And the rejection by Giannis. Fast break, here they come. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Concentration off the charts. A chance for LeBron James to add one more.
Daniels is checked in for Minnesota. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The free throw drops for James. Here is Conley. Still without a basket. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Randall, count that one.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. He takes it in and finished off by Edwards.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided, leading by 17. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Ron Artest has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So with James on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Stephen Curry. Elton Brand is out there with Artest. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Giannis in at the 5.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Minnesota trails by 15. Edwards looking it over. Outside for Randall. And the rejection by Brand.
Perfect timing on the rejection there. This is the type of defense Brand can play.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. Outside for Artest. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. 11 points for Ron Artest.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And Minnesota has possession. 15-point game. Conley, the pass to Edwards. To the inside. Great D that time from Curry. Gobert against Artest. Here's Brand. Gobert pulls it in. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for Julius Randle. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Minnesota trails by 15.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Outside Curry. Makes it off the glass. Curry's got his second basket.
And you're asking for trouble when you give Curry this positioning. He's so efficient down there.
Here's Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here's Cunningham. D-run. Oh, my goodness, the slam.
Oh, nasty dunk there by Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade's got length, skill, and athleticism.
Edwards, that's good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The shot by Curry, no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 18. Driving to the basket. Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 14. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Conley's shot is off. Cunningham with it. Now defended by Gobert. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. And the rejection by Brand. Here's Artest. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Edwards. Here's Conley. And he uses the glass on the layup. Conley's got his first 2 points.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And just too fast. Cunningham slices right through him.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Randall's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. .144 left in the fourth quarter. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. Fires the three. Outside for Randall. Out left to the wing. Gobert with a screen on Brand. Conley dishes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
And now we'll send it over to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, for an update on Julius Randle. D.A.?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Timberwolves head athletic trainer. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. And as you can see, he's already back on the court. How about that, Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And you just hate to see.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
The visitors with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Cunningham. Great D that time from Edwards. Pass to Randall. And that one, good. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Randall kicks to Conley. Back to Randall. Now here's Gobert, covered by Giannis. Clock at 6. Conley into the lane.
Away team foul. Giannis Antetokounmpo. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your home team. Rudy.
The first free throw is good. And Gobert drops them both. Three-pointer, Lillard. Good! And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ron Artest.
Okay, this no surprise. Eastside know the vibes. Get down, look me in my eyes. If you make it, I'm gonna do my job. I can whip it, I can drive it. Depending on her knowledge, I'm passenger in her rocket. Yeah, beefing over. Oh no, I don't want no problemo. Push me to the limit, I jump out and show you my demo. Eastside got that. Eastside like. Eastside. This ain't what you think. This ain't what you want. Eastside on it. Eastside do the most. Eastside like. Got that. Eastside got that. Eastside like. Eastside. This ain't what you. This ain't what you. This ain't what you want. Eastside on it. Do the most. Eastside do the most. hate me. Look at the game like pay me. Nothing at all could break me. Word of New Jersey, it made me. I'm like the old three nest. Just a kid, but compete with the best. 24/7 breaking the sweat. Put my game to the test. I'm like the janitor. Call me to clean up the mess. Put the ball in my hands. I don't care if you contest. Wake up, put in work, go to sleep. But even in my dreams, I work on my technique. Ay. On a different time, like Protect Fleet. I want janitor engraved on my EP. But competition's in the way. I put in the work to put them away. I don't care about the fame. I'm married to the game. Make them respect the name. In love with the clutch like Dane. Ready for fire and rain. Glory comes after pain. It's only me at the gym. I feel like the janitor. It's only me in the stool. I feel like the janitor. When all the lights are dim, I'm like the janitor. For all the work I do, I'm like the janitor. Janitor time. 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 Janitor time.
And Monte Carlos and El Dorado. So I'm waking up out of my slumber, feeling like Rollo. So follow, it's showtime at the Apollo, minus the Kiki Shepherds. With about a the leopard print. Teddy, Pendergrass, cooler than Freddie Jackson, sipping a milkshake in a snowstorm. In the dorm room at the AU. Athletes might cake you, but you must have me mistaken with them statements that you make,
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table. And
6 million ways to like no one. I get the views and you get pretty. But I call you from 8ish. I know you'll be there for me, girl.
Huge baby eyes get to running off at their mouth and telling me everything that's on your mind. They say you're in need of inviting me to that. I love who you are, love who you ain't. Let's hit the attic to hide out for about 2 weeks. Rick James and double time, the boy next door's the
the NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. So with LeBron on the bench, here's the five for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Elton Brand. Michael Petrus is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Artest, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the center. And for the Rockets, at the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Brooks is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Şengün in at center. Here we go. And it's going to be Houston off the tip. Van Vliet against Cunningham. Thompson surveying the floor. Back to Van Vliet. He doesn't hit that one. Cunningham with some nice D. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Here's Green, following the basket by Giannis. Knocked away, stolen by Petrus. Banked in off the glass.
Love the recognition, realizes that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Brooks outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Brand against Thompson. Pass to Van Vliet. Shoots the three. He's off on that one. Brand against Thompson. No good from Brand. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. 4-point game. Van Vliet wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Green. And he starts out with the miss in this one. Over in the corner, Cunningham launches a three. Şengün with the rebound. Outside, Green. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And almost any time he wants, Green can put the ball on the floor and make a play.
Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Tenacious on that drive. Green using his speed effectively.
Green's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Good, nice job down low. Cunningham's got 6.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Green. And Thompson kicks to Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Artest.
And we've seen some great scorers come into the league, but Green looks elite. Both the physical gifts and that fearless approach.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Dylan Brooks. Whitmore, he's checked in for Amen Thompson. And Shepard subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Green drives in. Good on the shot. He's got 8.
And how about the persistence from Green, refusing to let the defense bully him on that drive.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. They lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
We've got Shepard. Adams is out there with Smith. And it's Green, and it's Whitmore in at the 3. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Green. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The amazing Nikola Jokic. Stan, how fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand, constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives.
And bursting through inside, so difficult to contain when Mitchell's on the attack.
Artest against Green. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guy. Houston making some changes. Brooks checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepherd. Here's VanVleet. Smith the pass to Green. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And Splitter just showing some IQ there and knows how to get calls on those type of shots.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Thompson comes in for Jabari Smith. No good on the second free throw.
Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there.
A whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
And he banks in the layup. Mitchell's got 8.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Stolen by Mitchell. There's the drive, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Outside, Green. And Johnson kicks to Brooks. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Smith checked in for Houston. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And Şengün throws it down.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Brand, good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
VanVleet outside. Connects from three-point range. VanVleet's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And the stroke of VanVleet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team. Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. They're up by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs. They're thinking about the shot. Left the window open. Give it up for the participants.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So James on the bench. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Elton Brand is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Michael Petrus. Then it's Cunningham. And it's Artest in at the 3, the small forward. Van Vliet against Cunningham. Now here's Van Vliet. 8 points for him. And the layup's good off the glass. Van Vliet's got 10 points in the game.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Cunningham kicks to Brand. And stolen by Şengün. Van Vliet right side. Inside, Brooks. And the rejection by Brand. Here's Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 10.
Just showing some grown man strength there. Cunningham gifted at working through the contact.
Here's Şengün. Incredible for his age. The decision maker. Of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. 3-pointer, Petrus. No good on that one. Houston trails by 3. And shot on the way. And Green gets it to go.
When Green goes up for that mid-range jumper, he gets way up in the air. Makes it very difficult to contest.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk. Was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Rockets making a change here. Smith has checked in. Outside, Green. Şengün with a screen on Artest. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Green's got 14.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Cunningham against Van Vliet. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. 16 feet away. Granger with the bucket.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Van Vliet with it. He's got 10. to the middle. Here's Şengün. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Third team foul.
And the first one drops. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. And he can't hit the second. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Cunningham's got 11 in the second half. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Rockets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for him. And so Van Vliet nails both of them. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 13 points now in the quarter.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
For three, Van Vliet, and that one released in time, but no good. The third quarter comes to a close. They lead by 7. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always. For joining us. At the guard position, Van Vliet and Green. Brooks is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. For 3, Van Vliet. Van Vliet can't get that one to fall. Pass to Artest. Now here is Brand. Brooks covering. Hangs. No good from Brand. Houston trails by 7. Spins. Green finds Şengün. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Green with the basket on the assist by Brooks. Green's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Houston. Cunningham inside. Covered by Van Vliet. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Now I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. He said in the huddle, we got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thank you, David. Van Vliet against Cunningham. From 12 feet out, Van Vliet can't get it to go. Van Vliet's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Outside, Green. It's up a three, and they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And on that drive, Cunningham utilizing that athleticism, blitzing the defense the moment he sees an opening.
1:15 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Van Vliet. Another miss by Houston.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
They need this. Rebound by Petrus.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
And he makes that one.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
A new lineup here for Houston. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Great look there, but off target. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Adams. Good defense by Jokic.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's James into the lane. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the...
She throwing the she doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She throwing the she doing her dance. She showing her. Too obvious, okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what could come is okay, like Kalani is. Roger like Kalani is okay, here where the party is. Right here where the party is. You better start a whole fire, now I'm on fire, I need some water, I need Tyler, I need Ramani, Rebecca, Serena, Selena, let's start a whole choir, I like the way that you get your own back, you don't need no one, help you inspire, But I'ma add to you, I'ma give you some buzz, I'ma add to you. We're on the avenue and I ain't never seen no one bad as you. Maybe I'm saying it's true.
Shown up, now the game is sewn up.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes. Jalen Brunson.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. So with James on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Artest is out there with Elton Brand. Then it's Michael Petrus. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Cunningham in at the 1. And for New York, Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Brunson against Artest. And it's Jalen Brunson with the 3.
Boy, the ability to stop on the dime and rise and fire Jalen Brunson, that is outstanding.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Here's Towns following the basket by Cade Cunningham. And they're running. Here's Brand. Cunningham kicks to Brand, and stolen by Anunoby. In the corner, it's Bridges. A second chance effort. Towns, no luck. 1:58 left in the first. For three, Petrus. That one, no good. Brand against Anunoby. Bridges, right side. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Here's Brand. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Oh, not an easy shot, especially for a big Brand with a nice stroke.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cameron Payne's checked in for New York.
Substitution on the court.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. New York moving it around. Anunoby outside. Pass to Payne. And Hart has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
Braun, he's checked in for our test.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
And it's hard penetrating, and he gets it to go.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Robinson's checked in for Josh Hart. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. James, the pass to Mitchell. To the left side wing. Here's Petrus. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, Giannis. After Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Brunson scanning the floor. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Brunson's got 5 points so far. For three, Mitchell knocks down the three ball.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
All right, there's the horn. It's a close game at the end of one. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got Donovan Mitchell. LeBron James is out there with Danny Granger. Then there's our test, and it's Splitter in at the center. Here's Payne. The three-pointer, no good. Here's Granger, and it's blocked. McBride with the ball, and Granger picks him up defensively, and James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. Bridges checks in. Here's Hart. And Danny Granger gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Splitter is checked in for Nikola Jokic.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 22.
Pass to McBride. And the layup is good.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
How high was Donovan Mitchell? How pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
New York trailing. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Our test, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, textbook there by Brand on the pass, spotting an open teammate and just getting it to him in rhythm.
Bridges outside. Buries it from three-point range.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. When it comes to the game's elite scorers, Doris, Donovan Mitchell is certainly on that list.
And Kevin, there's no question about it. He's a proven playoff performer, a natural leader who doesn't mind a team leaning into his scoring ability. And the beauty is he can do it in a lot of different ways.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Achua. And here's Brunson outside. That shot is off. Brunson's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Cunningham kicks to Brand. The kick out to Cunningham. Hands it from downtown. Cunningham's got 5 points so far.
And defense has to guard Cade in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Robinson's checked in for New York.
Get yourself a round of applause. Substitution on the court.
Down low. That one doesn't go. Cunningham with some nice D. Granger from outside. It's rebounded by New York. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bridges inside the three-point line. Gets a very good look and converts. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter. Brand outside. Shoots over Towns. No good from Brand.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Brunson.
You know, the very definition of a stretch 4 or 5, whatever position he happens to be playing, Cat can space the floor.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Robinson a screen on Beatrice. Launches it from deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. And that one drops. Towns has got 5.
Just excellent anticipation by Karl Anthony Towns. You got to know where that ball is going to come off there.
And that one's good from Petrus.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Brunson kicks to Hart. Takes a 3. Second shot opportunity. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's Petrus. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
The free throw off from Petrus. New York trails by 7. Bridges with it. Picked up by Artest. We've got 1:55 left in the third.
You're not going to find a more rugged player than Artest. He will battle for every loose ball, every rebound, and he'll defend with every ounce of energy he has.
Good on both. There's 1:54 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Hart. Here's Anunoby. Towns down low. Antetokounmpo defending. And it's Towns missing. Towns has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player. Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And Brunson, here we go. Up and in on the layup. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, Jalen Brunson just reads what the defense concedes, and on that one, it's a drive.
Cameron Payne's checked in for Mikal Bridges. 59 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Cunningham. Kicks it out to Granger. Launches it. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Payne. Back to Brunson. Brunson being aggressive.
Yeah, don't be fooled by the height, guys. Brunson is a terrific finisher inside.
Here's Giannis. Chalk up 2 there. Giannis has got his first points in this one. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Trailing by 5. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Brunson against Cunningham. Beyond the arc. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He'll shoot 3.
And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Cunningham. And the shot goes in. Cunningham's got 13. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. They lead by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So with LeBron on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Brand. Cunningham is out there with Michael Petrus. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Artest in at the 3. It's good.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
New York trails by 3. On deep, Brunson. Brunson drops it in from the arc. Wow.
That's one of those pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And it's in there. Cunningham's got 10 points here in the second half.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Anunoby outside. Here's Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bridges has got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Here's our test, and Bridges with the block.
Such a strong defensive player. Bridges understands I've got size and quickness. The rejection, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Kay Cunningham embracing the role of a leader.
Benson with it. He's picked up by Brand. Outside for our test. It's good from long range.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The Knicks pull it in. Giannis dunks it down.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Here's Petrus. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And that one's good from Petrus.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. They get it back.
Now he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
Good on the first, and that brings them within single digits.
At the line, 2 shots.
And Towns drops them both. The visitors with the ball. Cunningham drives in. And then Cunningham slams it in.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any comeback hopes. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
Here's Brand, and it's Brand with the jam.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. Cunningham drives in. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the
everybody walk around, speed it up, walk around, slow it down, walk around, slide, walk around, everybody walk around. Yeah, I got my hand on the button. If I press the button, I turn everything into nothing. They'll talk behind your back and in your face to be frontin'. I be with the team, we can score way over 100. Yeah, I'm the only one to count this money. You can't give me nothing and you can't take nothing from me. Got a girl to shake something for me. When she to the ground, you gon' have to walk around, walk, walk, yeah, walk around. Left foot, right foot, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around. Speed it up, walk around. Yeah, slow it down, walk around. Yeah, slide, walk around. Yeah, everybody walk around. Yeah, you know the name of the game. You ain't gotta like me, but you gotta pay me the same. We at Donovan's yard, see me up on the stage. I done did it before, I'm about to do it again. Whoa, I hit my two-step, then whoa. I'm counting blue strips like whoa. Girl, you got some on you, whoa. How you? Let me see you walk. Yeah, walk around. Left foot, right foot, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around. Speed it up, walk around. Slow it down, walk around. Slide, walk around. Everybody walk around.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Brody came home.